Thank you. Of course, guys. Yeah.
All right. Our next guest is Rachelle Heger.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
Good. Should I turn this on? Yeah, there we go. Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Of
First
course.
of all, yeah, we can sit down. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
we don't have to stay here and do it.
We'll do a standing interview.
All right. So you are a voice actress known for Fire Emblem Engage, Monster
Yes.
Hunter Wilds, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and what else?
I'd probably say Cookie Run Kingdom is probably one of the other things that I really am kind of known for. Little Witch Academia, the anime. I voiced Susie. There's another anime. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. So some anime, some video games, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a very impressive list.
Thank you.
No question. So that kind of leads to the next question: is like when you do some work for like TV versus video games, do you take a different approach to it, or is it kind of just always the same thing?
Well, so a lot of times for anime and like live action dubbing, etc., you're doing dubbing, so there's a different process there with like, it's a little bit more technical because you're trying to like match the flaps, whereas video games, depending on the game, sometimes you have a little bit more freedom. Like sometimes there's timing and stuff like that, and you have to match, like, oh, you know, you have to be within 5 seconds, but like it's a little bit more open, so you have a little bit more wiggle room. So with dubbing, it's a little bit more like, oh, how do I get this performance to be like the correct performance, but also be the same time, in time with like how their mouths move. Yeah.
Is there, out of the two processes, do you prefer one over the other?
You know, I don't. I think like they're both different in their own way. I think like I do like the openness of games a little bit more, but I also like the challenge of the dubbing, you know, like, ooh, I like did it. I really fit it and it like matched really well.
Sure. So again, you have such a long list of credits, and you worked on a lot of epic franchises from Fire Emblem to Final Fantasy to Persona to Godzilla. Do you ever get any extra pressure knowing that they are like bigger franchises? Like you're like, oh man, I got to do this.
You know, yes and no. Like mostly I think it's excitement because I'm like such a fan of so many things. Like I've loved Fire Emblem since I was like a kid. There's this Nancy Drew computer game series that I'm in, and I've played that since I was like 10. So like I feel like a lot of times it's more of like an excitement, but there's definitely an anxiety that goes with it too of like, oh, you know, like, am I good enough for this role? Like, do I really like, should I be getting this? You know, you have that sort of like, kind of fear, but it's still, I don't know, it's mostly excitement, I feel like, for me.
Sure. Is there a favorite character that you've done or that you brought to life that you're like extremely proud of?
Yeah, I would probably say Saline from Fire Emblem Engage. Like, she's probably one of my favorites. Adela from the Nancy Drew one, I'm also really proud of just because it was such a like meaningful thing for me. Susie as well from Little Witch was like one of my first anime things. I've been an anime fan forever, so that was very important. And yeah, probably also my Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom, Cloud Hete Cookie. I was like, I just love Cookie Run. I direct for a bunch of stuff for them too, and so like I just really love the franchise. So awesome. I was excited to be a part of that too.
Very cool. So you mentioned you played Nancy Drew when you were little. What other games did you play as a kid?
Oh man, okay, so I've been gaming forever. My dad's a big gamer. He had an Intellivision, so we would play like the pixel horse racing game where the like sound effect was like it was like so funny. I played that, like the Intellivision with my dad forever, and then we got a Nintendo 64, so my brother and I were mostly Nintendo kids. Okay. I played Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask is probably like my favorite game of all time. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, like all that. And then we got a GameCube. I got a PlayStation in like high school, and I played like Final Fantasy X, which is another one of my favorites, Kingdom Hearts, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've been a big gamer for a pretty long time.
Cool. What's your your favorite franchise to play?
That's so tough. I'd say it's probably a tie between Zelda, Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem, and Pokemon. I feel like those four. I use a long time, but there's just like so many. You know?
Yeah. It's always cool to see games like that evolve too, from like when we were kids to like what they are now. We never imagined that.
No, like Pokemon especially. I feel like I know that some people have like problems with some of the like stuff, but I'm always like, wow, open world Pokemon. I can run around and catch Pokemon. Amazing. It's so cool to me.
Right. Yeah, I had a similar experience with like Breath of the Wild. Like the first time you see the open world, you're like, as a kid, this is what it was like in my head when I played the NES
when you
game.
play it, like even like Ocarina of Time, when you go into like Hyrule Field, you're like, oh, this is huge, and then you play Breath of the Wild, and you're like, this is actually. Like, there was a point where I was like, oh, this map is so big, I actually need a minute. Like,
Yeah, and I want to explore every inch of it.
Yeah, it's like so overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a dream role of anything you'd like to voice, or a specific character or franchise that you'd like to do some point?
Well, I'd love to. So I'm in Pokemon Masters, but I'd love to be in like the show at some point potentially. I'd also love to be like I did some stuff for Final Fantasy, like background stuff, like a lot of like extra stuff. But I'd love to be like a named character in a Final Fantasy game. That'd be like really cool. Because I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. And then again, it goes back to like franchises that you played as a kid. You're a big fan.
Yeah, it's always like, oh, I want to be a part of it.
I want.
Yeah. I really love Animal Crossing, but I don't think they're ever gonna have not.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't think they're gonna let me do that.
Do you still play it, or have you neglected your island to the point?
I've neglected my island. But I'm gonna be real. Pandemic, I clocked like 500 hours in that game. It was that one and Fire Emblem Three Houses were my two pandemic games. I got like 250 in Fire Emblem Three Houses. So there was a lot of gaming happening in the pandemic.
Yeah, well, you had nothing else to do, right?
No.
So, got to take care of that village.
It was great.
That's pretty much all I got. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, have a good rest of the convention.
Thank you, you too.
Yes.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.